What is going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out the video. Welcome back to my pay-to-play but free-to-play bossing restriction series. Shit, that's a mouthful. Who freaking wrote this? Me? Oh, anyways. Today we are going to be killing Cerberus in free-to-play gear. That is today's activity. I know in my discussion page on the YouTube channel I said I'm going to be taking some time off from posting for about 2.5 weeks. For Canada Day, and we just got, some things going on there. But I found myself with some extra time today, so figured I wanted to post another video since it's been so long and I did miss last week too, to get back on track a little bit here and give you guys something at least. And the stars kind of lined up. I got an actual Cerberus task, so I said, why not? Let's get another Slayer boss out of the way. And looking forward to doing Guardians sometime too. Just a note, I think I talked about it in my previous 3 videos or 2. I haven't forgotten about Nightmare versus free-to-play. There's a couple reasons why I haven't done it yet. One reason I can't fully disclose yet, or it kind of ruins the surprise. Now I sound like the old school RuneScape community that can't talk about secrets. But the second reason is Fosani's Nightmare is supposed to come out. It's on the roadmap for June. So I'm hoping next week that comes out. If not, though, I'm not too worried. Maybe it's got pushed back a little bit into July. Just a nice PVM challenge to tie us all over until some new stuff comes out. So I was kind of waiting because I knew Fosani's Nightmare was solo only. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait, see how that goes. I know it's got ramped up damage and some mechanics, but they also said its length would be drastically lessened. So I want to wait for that to release the free-to-play versus Nightmare to see which avenue I want to go about it, either with Fosani's or the regular encounter. But enough about that. We'll get on to this video now. So this is free-to-play versus Cerberus. And I'll kind of just talk through it as we go and get at it. So looks like someone was previously here, but the room's empty. Anyways, I did a DPS comparison between the Rune Scimitar and the Rune Longsword. The Rune Scimitar had 2.55 DPS, just with the Amia power, and the other thing that was the bigger issue, though, was it had 45% chance to hit against Cerberus on stab or on slash. Slash was actually like 0.1 better DPS than the alternative. So I checked the Rune Longsword just in case, because I know, Cerberus is weaker to stab. So I just wanted to check it out, curiosity's sake. I figured Rune Scimitar probably would have been my best option, but it turns out the Rune Longsword has a 2.77 DPS, so just a whole 0.2 better, which is kind of marginal when you're doing it in this shitty gear. I mean, it matters on the top end of PVM for long-term investments, but that wasn't the big thing. The big thing came with I have a 60% chance to hit instead of 45. Now, obviously, I have my Divine Super Combat and Piety included in those calculations. Otherwise, it'd be substantially worse. And I didn't realize, stupid me, because I don't use Divine Super Combats too much. I just use the regular and use Preserve a lot of the times. So I didn't know that using the Brew would completely wipe it off, which honestly it should. I just wasn't used to it. So in reality, I should have brought 2 Super Combats for this fight, but I was kind of careful with my usage of it. I only had to do the last, I think, 10 or 15% of Cerberus on just regular stats of 93 attack and 96 strength, which is almost 97. So working on that as my first combat 99. This is my 225 kill of Cerberus. I started it with the mage skipping method. If you guys have any questions about that method, it's really good for starting, but I would recommend transitioning into just full-blown DPSing him down. The Arc Light, if you guys have that and want to use your charges here, it's a very viable option now. because Cerberus had that change a ways back. I think it was like 4 months ago, maybe. I'm just spitballing here. Um, where they made Cerberus a demon, so demon bane weapons affect him. Just like our first ghost came out. Yeah, so that's that. What else to say? I mean, you know, I was tanking pretty well with this rune, I tell you. Like, I was expecting to get hit a lot more than I was with melee and range, but it was decent. Real decent. Comes the second ghosts. Now, all I do for the ghosts, this isn't a Cerberus guide, right? There's a lot better YouTubers than me that can help you with this boss. I kind of wait until the animation of the ghost starts, and then I switch prayers. I mean, some say to look at your prayer bar and see when it drops, you know you've successfully protected. Some people opt in Rune Light to have the health and the prayer on the side of their inventory there, so they can more easily see it. But I mean, I played on base client for a year, so you know, I'm just not worried about it at this point. I'm making too many drastic changes. But yeah, like Cerberus is taking some good damage here. You know, it's hitting pretty well. I think my max hit was 27 or 28 with the setup when I was obviously boosting. Yeah. Just being careful here because I had the Gur come out with the Aru ability, I'm gonna call it. And yeah, we're almost done here. I sort of took his 600 health and I divided it by my DPS of 2.77, and it worked out to be like 4 or 5 minutes in the realm of that, so I figured this encounter wasn't going to be too lengthy. Definitely brought a lot of restores because of these ghosts. I have to keep my prayer above 60, so that, but ideally probably 65 or 68, because I just left Piety on the whole time. So it would, you know, you don't want that to dip at the last second or you'll take a 30. And there's his triple attack. You know, the only triple attack at this point I protect from is the first one when I initiate the fight. The other ones I just, I don't bother. So I'm being careful here because I know I'm gonna have to deal with the ghost. There's no way I'm gonna just risk it and go for the kill here. Just take it slow. But honestly, this was a lot easier than I thought. I knew it wasn't gonna be a Zulrah or a Vorkath, but there is the kill. No pet. Sad. Still working on it. But yeah, that is the kill. Honestly, easier than I expected. And I'm gonna dip. But that was awesome. I got another boss done. Obviously, I'm gonna try and do all of them that I can. So stay tuned for more of the free-to-play versus bosses series. This has been Cerberus. Appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you for checking out the content. And I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful day. And have a great Canada Day if you are a fellow Canadian. Peace.